Today is Monday, May 11th, 2026. My name is Addie, and welcome to Addie's Cross and Quilts. Hi, Stitchy friends. Happy Mother's Day. If you're new, welcome. I hope you like what you see and you do all the YouTube things. You subscribe, you hit the like, and leave me a heart emoji. If you're returning viewer, returning subscriber, welcome back. I missed you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the love. I feel the love. I feel the love. I miss you all. It's been a month and I don't like it, but I haven't, you know what? I'm here and I'm thankful that I'm here. I'm thankful that I was able to come and to do this little recording. I, the one thing I do realize is that I don't like waiting for a whole month because I forget what I'm supposed to do. um a quick refresher. Why am I doing these? And I have to keep on reminding myself that the reason why I'm documenting this is to just document my cross stitching, my crafting journey, my cross stitching journey, so that I can leave something for my grandchildren, my great grandchildren, and the future generation. I want them to know who their abuelita Beta was, because I'm Beta, and I want them to get to see through my crafting and through me sharing my personality, who I am, my quirkiness, and my love of life, and my sharing, and my a little bit of me. Unfortunately, like many grandmas, the kids are away. My children serve right now. My grandchildren are in Japan. I get to see them to video. Like I got to see them yesterday, and they wish me a happy Mother's Day. Remember, I'm glad I remembered. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, whether you're a mother or a human mother or honorary mother, an auntie mother. Happy Mother's Day. It's a very it's an honor to be a mother, and it's a very hard job. So I believe every day should be Mother's Day, but at the same time, it's an honor to be a mother, and I'm glad that they choose one day to recognize us. So, what do I have in store for you? So did I do all the things? So anyway, leave me a purple emoji, subscribe, share, please. I really appreciate if you do that. And if I do something you don't like, as long as it's constructive criticism, I don't mind. But if you're nasty, I'll block you. Anyway, what do I have in store for you? I have good. I think I have like four little things to share with you, maybe five, and then I have my little retreat footage and a little bit of my stitchy Saturday footage, and I have my mental health investment footage. Yeah, that admire don't acquire it went out the window way ago. YOLO, you only live once. And you know what? I'm gonna just enjoy it. When I can, and when I can't, I won't. I'm not gonna say I can't. When I can, I can, and if I can, I won't. Anyway, so what do I have in store? I have my finish for the round robin, because we're doing sections for round robin. So I'm already late, and shh, don't tell anyone. I'm late. I was supposed to send my round robin last week, and I kind of forgot. So I'm gonna mail it today. I already contacted the next person who's supposed to receive it. I'm gonna send it today, priority. So hopefully she'll get it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. It's just I haven't been well. I'll give you a life update at the end. If you want to listen to it, you can listen to it. If not, you can skip it. So I'm gonna do it at the end, and then so I'm gonna share that little finish, and then I have a start, which I was hoping will be a SAF, but it's not. And then I have a BS start, like how a barely start, a BS, like how Pam and Steph for Just Keep Stitching does. And then I have three, two, two, one, two, three WIPS to share. So I did try stitching. One of them I really tried focusing on. And then I have some mental health investments. So let's get started. Let's get started. So my finish, here, I forgot to take it out of the thing. My little finish is, my section finish is Prairie Schooler, Reindeer Roundup, and I did this I did this section here, right here, because this is my section right here. So I did these four deers and this tree and this tree. This is where it was at. The picture shows where it was at. And this is, I think this is a 16 count. It could be a 18, but I think it's a 16 count Ada. And it's like a mustard yellow, honey mustard yellow. It's really, really pretty. So this is, the light is washing it out, but this is what I did. So I did these four. That's a beautiful. I wish I knew the actual color of this here so I can get me some. It is really, really pretty, and the lady didn't put in the who it was, the owner of the didn't put in who the thing was. So I'm really excited about finishing this section of the round robin. I will share with you the what the next round robin will be on the next, right after this. So my next staff was, because I don't even remember if I shared this. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I shared this with you. I hope I didn't. But if I did, oh well. Now you know where my head is at, because my head is not. It is my start. Is my new start, and it is Patriotic Pinky by Bendy Stitchy, and I am doing some modifications on it. I am going to I'm not doing this star, and there's a little white star here I'm not doing. I am changing the numbers to 1776 and 2026 to commemorate the 250th. And then as I go around, if I see one or two colors I want to change, I'm going to change. I am doing this on a 18 count Ada. I have an idea that I'm hoping I'm gonna keep it as a pinky, so that's why I'm have an idea that I'm hoping it works. So that's the plan. And this is the one that I said that is a BS start because I did one strand, and there it is. That's the one strand. It is an 18 count smoky vintage Ada. Look how pretty it is. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if the idea works out, you will enjoy what I'm doing with it. So that's that. My next SAF is America Home Sweets Home by Primrose Cottage. I am stitching this on a 25 count Lugana. I feel like I shared this with you before. If I did, I'm sorry. I don't remember because because between migraines and fibrobrain, ooh, we got it going on, girlfriend. We got it, friends, stitchy friends. We got it going on. But here it is. I am using a combination of mermaid classic color words, mermaid's fins, um, cl- classic color works, ribbon red, and weeks dye works, Turkish red, and then of course from DMC. I'm kind of using my own colors. Oh, and I'm using DMC variegated, I think it's 1445, the variegated green for DMC, which is for the grass. For this grass, I'm using a different color green for this one, but definitely for the grass down here, so it will have a little variegation. I don't know if you can see the variegation here. I don't know if you can see the variegation, but that's what I'm doing. And yes, I'm stitching by hand, so it might be a little tight. Now, I haven't decided if I'm going to make it a pillow because they stitched it on a 28 count. I'm stitching it on a 25, or if I'm going to do a frame for it. I'll figure it out once it's done. But that's my second start. I was hoping it'll be a SAF, but no, it's not. Okay, moving along. I have my WIP, which is a Patriotic Quaker by Primrose Cottage. I am stitching this on I think it's a 28 count. and I think it's a antique raw linen. I'm not 100% sure. I know it's a raw. I think it's a antique raw linen, but I can't be quoted on it because I can't remember. I was gonna say something rude, but I had to bite my tongue. And I'm so that it could be coordinating. I'm using the same because I was saying matching, and I'm like, no, that's not what I meant to say. I finally remember what the word is. Coordinating. I'm using the same color fancy floss as America, right? So I'm using the ribbon red, and I'm using the mermaid's fin, and I'm using the Turkish red. So last time I only had the blue in this Quaker, and I think I had this one, or maybe it was this one. Yeah, I had this one. So I've done this one, that I filled out the red, came down with that. So you can see what I've done so far. Did the little star. I started it. This is a roof for the little cabin. So yes. So I'm really happy with my progress. I'm hoping that I can work on finishing America Home Sweet Home and this one this week. We'll see. We'll see. Because I do plan to start red, white, and blue quilt, and I will be using the same fancy floss, which is these three: Turkish red for Weeks That Works, mermaid fin, and ribbon red. And the reason why I'm using these two is because they're so close that they give that light. They look almost identical, honestly. One is just a tad lighter, more orange, but it's one of those where you can interchange them and does have that same highlight. So if anybody is ever like needing 2 or 3 stitches and you run out of one color, you can use, like if you need to finish 2 or 3 stitches, and you can use the other color. That's a heads up. So those are the three WIPs I've been working on. The other one that I've been working on is flowers and is it flowers and it's flowers and flags. This was a piece from Three Stitches Retreat. It's by Cross-Eyed Cat. Um, this is where it was at when I first shared it with you. It was a start. It was a start because we had started it at the retreat, and at the Three Stitches Retreat, and it's being stitched on a 28 count antique white linen, and here is where I'm at. So of course, this little piece was full coverage. I don't know if you could see, yeah, you could see the reflection, because I did this star with white. I did one shrine cryonic, silver cryonic, and one shrine white for that star. And of course, I started working on the frame. So yeah, and for this one, I did use. You can see I did use a hoop. Sometimes, and I think it's because I was in so much pain that I couldn't even hold the. Yeah, I still have the hoop in here. I couldn't hold the fabric. So drum roll, please. I know everybody is super super excited about my how much I've worked on. I can't even think of the word, or how much I've stitched on celebrations. Celebrations is Rosewood Manor. On a sad note, Karen lost her husband, and let's just keep her in our thoughts and prayers and send positive vibes to her for comfort and for strength. I just found this out yesterday on Facebook, so let's just keep her in our thoughts and prayers. While she goes through this very sad time of her life. But anyway, so celebrations. I am. This is where it was at the last time I shared this with you. I am stitching this on a 28 count opalescent Lugana, hand dyed by me. And drum roll, please. This is how much I have stitched. I finally got to section. I finally got to section 5. So yes, sorry about that. My baby girl called, so I had to pause the video. But yes, so this is where I am at. So when I shared last time, I was to here, and I added, and the white was to here, I think it was, and I had the red stripe. So I did finish the white. I did the balcony. I did this part. I think I filled some of this blue out. I did the black and the window, and I've done all of this. And then I did this gray column. I finished up here, and then I started here. So I am going to be working on it. This celebration has been one of those where I have been trying very hard to, I have been uh, to work on. Like, I either do one strand or two strand or four strands, and I really have been trying very hard. And you can tell because I did not count. And I apologize if you are looking for strand, how much stitch count. I did not count stitches, but I will starting today. I will get back to counting stitches on all my projects, because I know a lot of my stitchy friends like to know how much the stitch count and all of that stuff. I just it's been a hard month. It's been between the weather changing the way it's been, and then I started working. I went back to work. I'm working part-time and dealing with the fibromyalgia, the migraines, the chronic pain, and um, I'm working part-time because I do not qualify for disability, and I want to keep up with my stitchy hobby. Like I have to work to be able to afford my stitchy hobby, and I'm not making money on YouTube yet. So because I'm not making money on YouTube yet, I have to go back to work. So it's been hard because there's some days when I go to work, and when I come back from work, I'm in so much pain. I just go to bed. I take a shower, go to bed, and I haven't, it's not like before where I could sit down and stitch all day. So some days I can only stitch for half an hour, and I'm in so much pain I just go to bed. Some days I wake up and I'm in so much pain that I just, some days I just don't move. Like some days I can't even go to work. And if anybody's interested, I'm a licensed nail technician. That's why my nails are always beautiful and gorgeous. That's why people are always like, how can you stitch with those nails? Because I've always had nails, and I'm accustomed to nails. And yeah, it's my profession. Um, so if I have a client, if I have clients, I work. If I don't have clients, I work. And sometimes even if I have clients, if I can't handle the pain, I just reschedule them. And they're all aware of my health situation, so most of them are very, very, very understanding. So that's basically a little bit of my life update. Anyway, moving along. Mental health investments. So, oh, I don't remember if I said this is a 28 count Lugana handmade by me, but yeah, I am in love with my celebrations. I'm in love with the way it's going, and I am going to be working on it because I'm still doing that 2 to 4 strands a day. I touch this before I touch any other project, and sometimes this is the only project I touch. So that's where we're at. Plans are, we're gonna still keep on working on patriotics. Mental health investments. So, I dropped the thingy and I need it. So let's start with Mo's. Mo's silk. I don't know. I think I showed this last time. I don't remember. I got these from Mo's. It's this one's called Cherry Blossom. It's like a light mauve pink. I got blue orchid. Turquoise blue daisy. Blood sage. Tiger lily. This really does look like a tiger lily. Like this looks, you know, the tiger lily flower. This is what this looks like. This is pretty. Aster. This is really pretty. It looks like a mauve gray. Really, really pretty. A really pretty gray. Chocolate Cosmo. Very pretty brown. And Toffee Rose. Very pretty. So I got that. Oh, and then I got cornflowers. It looks pink. It looks, but on the, it shows pink, but it's more mauve. Here, let me see. Right, that's the true color right there. That's the true color right there. See there. So I like that. So that was I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and then I have some more, but I don't know if I shared them. So I'm just gonna pick them up on a glass and just share it so you can see them. I don't remember if I shared them or not, and I don't want to not show. So I have a bunch here. I don't remember if I shared these or not. I have these, and then I have this one. Fell. I have these. I'm in love with these. I don't know if I shared these or not. They're gorgeous. Yes, I'm obsessed with Moors, and I've got this beautiful one that says red. And there, there, that's the color of it. That's the true color of it. There. And I got this hat that says Lucas. Love it. And then the little ring for this one fell, but I've got these other ones that I'm in love with. So yes, by now you know that Mose and I are besties, even though we're not affiliated and we've never met. But I did see she did post some colors this time around, but I wasn't able to get it. There's one or two that I really liked. Unfortunately, right now I am not able to get them, so we're gonna have to hold up on it, and hopefully I'll be able to get some from her store, because Mo's does has a Etsy store. So if you can't get in touch with her through Facebook, you can always go to her Etsy stores. It's Mo's Sales. And I need you to be aware that I am not affiliated with her. So what's next? What's next is I went to 3 stitches. Let's start. I'm going to start from what happened now because it's fresh in my mind, and go back. Went to 3 stitches on Saturday, Stitchy Saturday, and had no intentions. And you know how it is. no intentions whatsoever. And then I saw this and I'm like, yep, 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 we're getting this. And of course, I had picked this up the Saturday before. So I am going to combine. I got these two the Saturday before because I this the last Saturday before because I'm going to be doing my name tag for the Willow the Samplers Guild, the Stitchy Guild. This you can see from her. The Stitchy Guild. We need to do our name tag. So I'm gonna be doing my name tag, and we could do it any color as long as we think. And so I'm gonna be doing mine's in, of course, purple because I'm not me. It's not in purple. I already have my fabric. It's a 30. I think it's either 28 or 32 count country mocha. I'm gonna be stitching it on. So I already have that. And if anybody's interested, it's check out the Willow Tree Stitching Guild. It's $35 a year, and is it not stitching sampler? The SS sampler, nothing. Is a Willow Tree Sampler Guild. It's $35 a year. You can join us through Zoom, so you don't have to be from Texas. You can be from anywhere. I mean, it's not bad, and you could do a Zoom and stitch with us. And this month is gonna be this Saturday coming up because it's Memorial Day weekend, the following Saturday. But it is usually the fourth Saturday of the month. So just check us out on Facebook, Willow Tree Sampler Guild, Miss, and we'll have fun. So I got those two for thing, and then I recorded a little thing for 3 stitches. Check out Miss Pam for 3 stitches. She does have a little online store, and check her out on Facebook. I need you guys to understand. I am not affiliated, but if I like it and I can share it, I'm gonna share it because I don't gatekeep. So if you don't want me to share it, don't tell me about it. Because if it's gonna benefit me, I want it to benefit other people. So I mean, unless you tell me Volt, super secret Volt, then I have to keep it. Then I'll keep it. But anyway, so I'm gonna be inserting also at the end of the video. I'm gonna be inserting our not yesterday Sichi Saturday, but last month Sichi Saturday. Anyway, I got in trouble because I was being a good girl. I blame this one on Debbie. Debbie, this is your fault. You know who you are because I was being a good girl and I was sitting in the corner working on celebration stitching because I had already spent money on the retreat. And Miss Debbie said, "Look what just came in. It just came in the mail." And there went my good girl. Getting this place. Look how gorgeous this is. And of course, we can't leave without the fabric. And this is the fabric I chose. It's not like I didn't buy fabric the weekend before, but we're not telling anybody that. But I picked up this 32 count called Honey Whiskey. This fabric is gorgeous. In all honesty, if I had money to buy the whole yard, I would have bought the whole yard. One thing I like about Miss Pam is she custom cuts. Not many stores do that. A lot of stores, you either buy the fat quarter or the fat half or the full yard. Miss Pam custom cuts. So if you need a piece that's 20 by 25, because that's all you need for a particular pattern, she custom cuts for you and she prices it for that. So example, I needed a piece that was 20 by 25, and that's how much I paid for this. And that's why I'm trying to explain to you. That's why I bigger up because I don't like when I need I mean there's certain sizes she will not cut, but other sizes she will. Like she's not gonna cut you a 5 by 5 piece. Well then again, because she might have a piece that's done already. So because she does have ornament sizes. But she most likely will cut you a eighth piece or a 10 by 10 piece. Because there have been a few times that she has cut me a 9 by 9 or a 10 by 10 piece. So yeah. But anyway, so I like my spam because you can get custom cuts. There have been times where I need a 24 by 24, and yes, I get the 24 by 24. So I got So check out Miss Pam on Facebook, and I think she has a online store. And you can always look up for her phone number and call them because they do take phone orders too. Miss Pam has been in the same spot for 32 years. So anyway, enough of Miss with Three Stitches commercial. So honey whiskey, and then I this called for Rainbow Gallery Petite and Tice, and she only had two of the colors, and I was being I wanted to make sure I had I didn't want I didn't want to be impatient. I was being impatiently I was being patiently impatient. If that makes sense. And so I ended up picking up changing it for Krennic, and I did the number 8. And I know the number 8 may be a little thick for 32 count, but I wanted I want because it's for the fireworks. So I wanted the fireworks to have that 3D pop off the fabric look. So I'm going to try it, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and I could always use it for a 14 count, or I could use it for something else. It's not like it's going to be at a loss. So I plan to start this for something else pretty soon, like very, very close future. So that is what I got from Three Stitches this weekend. Oh, and I'm slowly but surely I picked up some Rainbow Gallery treasure braids for another project that I've been slowly but surely collecting, because this project is going to be one of those forever projects. So I'm taking my time with it. What else? Oh, so May 1st and May 2nd was um, Space City Stitchers retreat. It was Karina's first retreat, and I'm super excited for Karina. And congratulations, Karina, your retreat was successful. It was her first retreat, and she is the one who hosts Space City Stitchers in Fernwood. If anybody is in this Houston, Channelview, Friendswood area and is interested, we meet up on the first and third Saturday of the month at the Friendswood Library from 10 to 1. There's no fee. You just bring your stitchy. We've had a few people who come with crochet and knitting, and we've had a few people who come with cross stitching and embroidery. We just meet up there and we just sit and chat, and we have a ball. And Karina has been is Karina? I'm always changing names. I'm sorry. But she hosted her first retreat. It was Friday and Saturday. It was Friday from 4 to 10 and Saturday 8 to 8. It was beautiful. We had a blast. These were the little gift we had a little gift bag, and in the gift bag was this little pouch with two which was cool because they were natural. It was black and like a neutral color, which was awesome. I don't know if everybody got the same color or it was just two little flosses, which is perfect. And then I got I think there was something else in here and I took it out. I don't even remember. And then we got this cute little Space City Stitcher needle minder, which was an ostroma holding a little needle, which is, I think, is the cutest thing ever. And then a little note that said, "Thank you for attending the inaugural Space City Stitchers Retreat. We hope you enjoy this dedicated stitching time and the opportunity to connect with fellow stitching enthusiasts." Thank you, Karina, for hosting such a beautiful retreat. I had a blast. It was, even though I was sick and I was over medicated because I had just gotten my voice back. I had laryngitis like for a week and a half. And I was listening. I was drinking emergency. I was drinking cold and flu. I was drinking drinking, taking, however you call it. I was doing all of that stuff just to be able to attend. Okay, I was being a good girl. So I had a blast, and then and then she gave us also they were. I mean, everybody had different ones, but I got these cute little floss drops. So I already know I'm going to be using these, and I'm going to be using these for the I got the Primrose Cottage Beach, so I'm gonna be using these for the Primrose Cottage Beach. So you see, I already have a plan. And then Mona, which is the mommy, Monica and Marsha, we call them the M&Ms, were there, and they gave out these, and these are so cute. Their little cup, and this one has like a little wood. You see, it has a little wood stitching thing and the holder and a needle minder. I forgot what's in here, but it was that was cute. And then my one of my table mates gave us this. Stabbing things is my therapy. I thought it was awesome with the little needle, and inside of it has a little uh, scissors, thread conditioner, and these are cute. And these are really cute because it you can slip on the DMC, and it's making me rethink my but I'm not gonna do it because it's too expensive. I'll stay the way I'm doing it because I have these. I have these where you peel it off and thing, and I just buy the DMC stickers, and then I put a piece of tape over it, and that's how I do mine. So anyway, I don't know if I was supposed to share Corinne's business or not, but I'm sharing it because I want you guys to be aware that it's coming soon. So Corinne is opening a, a Stitchy store. I think she's working on getting merchandise to have an online Stitchy store because she's going to start it first with an online until she gets a physical store, and then she's going to do both. However, she did have patterns, and she did have fabric there. I think she had patterns on fabric there. I bought two, and then I mixed it up with Diane because my stitchy friend, my stitching sister, and one of my stitching besties and stitching sisters was with me. Julia was there too, so two of three of the Stitchy Saturday sisters were there, which I was happy about it. Were there because Christina was there. I mean, besides the friends work Stitchy's group was besides the space Stitchy's. Let's try this again. Besides the Space City Stitchy group stitching friends that were there, like Liz and her mommy, which I love, and Maggie, and Elizabeth, and Miss Pat. Julia was there, Diane was there, Christina was there. Christina, Diane, and Julie on my Stitchy Saturday from Three Stitches Friends. I'm making a whole bunch of friends through my stitching. I went from having the one friend who passed away on me in 2020 to having no friends to having a whole bunch of stitchy friends. This cross stitching crap, this community is so awesome. I am full. I feel so overflowed with the amount of love and abundance for having so much stitchy friends. I am loving it. Anyway, going back to where I was at, because you see, I diverted, so I have to bring it back in. I'm all over the place. Anyway, so Karina is planning to open her store, and she has already started, and it's gonna be called the Sailor Stitch because she's retired from the Coast Guard, so she's calling it the Sailor Stitch. And I picked up two patterns, which is with Diana, because that's another story I'm going to tell you afterwards. So I picked up a fat quarter 32 count called Rioli. I think if I put it against this, it'll look good. Because I think when you put it against something, that's the color. Yep, that's the color. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I got that one. And then I picked up a full half called Coco. Weeks I Works called Coco. Now, the reason why I picked them up is because these two, I think I'm not 100% sure. I do know that I want to stitch Dear Soldier and a Worthy Patriot. So I think I'm going to do Dear Soldier on this one. And then I'm not 100% sure, but I think I want to do a Worthy Patriot on this one. I'm still not 100% sure because I think I have one more fabric that I have to look up before. But I thought this was such a pretty, I'll figure it out. And then I also picked up a half yard of 32 count platinum. Weeks I works platinum. That's it. And I'm thinking of using that for the page. I'm on Teresa Kogan's Patreon, and she's doing a start along. It's supposed to be a stitch along, but she's doing a start along. She's on block 2, so I already have to work on that. So yeah. So then we stopped at and so I began. Diana and I stopped at So I Began, and I saw these two. I don't know if they've been around. I saw these two, and I just had to get them because they were gorgeous. And that is Simple Threads Meridian C, and then I saw this Classic Colorworks Granny Annie, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty blue, so that's for me to do patriotic. And then I saw this one, and it's called Cupid, so that's for me to do patriotic. And then I saw this Demon one, and I thought it would be cute to incorporate for a bird or patriotic or something like that. And then Pecan Pie, because you can never go wrong for. I think we picked this up for a pattern. I just don't remember which pattern it is. So I gotta call Diana and ask her, because I think these were for a pattern, and I don't remember because I forgot my patterns with Diane. So I did pick up some patterns, and I forgot them with Diane. So when I see her again is when I'm gonna get them. And of course, every time I see a purple, I have to pick up a purple, because why not? So, and that is all for today. So we picked these up from And So It Began in Laporte. And So It Began in Laporte is a quilt store that has a little section of cross stitching. So we're super excited about that. So once that is taken care of, yeah. So here is another idea that I plan to do, and this is going to be fun. I plan to, because like I don't have any more, but this is under the contingency that I have to do 3 finishes. I have to finish before I start. So I have to finish 3, even if it's 3 smalls, before I do another start. Okay, so that doesn't include the monthly minis. I'm talking about the other WIPS. But I am planning to change this. So I'm planning to change this where I'm thinking of doing making it red, white, and blue. Yeah. So I'm thinking about leaving. I'm not sure how, because I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but I'm thinking about doing it red, white, and blue. So I think I'm gonna try it with an ornament first to see how it look. Like I'm thinking of changing like the green to blue and see how it looks. And then if I like it, then I'll change this to blue. Change this to silver and see how it looks. But we'll see. We'll see. That's the plan. But that's like to the bottom of the list. Why am I getting itchy nose all of a sudden? So have I done have I think? Um they did have a pasta stash. Hold on a second, let me get the pasta. They did have a pasta stash, and in the pasta stash there was this here. and it is called Serving Proudly by Cross Stitch Creations. And I will be, it looks like they're hand drawn, but I will be doing them because they have the Marine Corps, they have Air Force, they have the Navy, and that's all I need because I have two sons that are in the Navy, a daughter that's in the Air Force, and a son that's in the Marine. So I'm going to be stitching them, and I will be stitching two navies, so I can, and then I think I'm gonna like put their name underneath. So that's the plan. So I did get this, and I'm really happy I got it. When I saw it, I'm like, yes, I'm getting that. Yes, I'm getting that. That's the as soon as I saw it. And then um Elizabeth was, sorry about the crinkle. Elizabeth was selling some of her fabrics, and that's all I have to say. The good thing is I got them at a good price, and I have no buyer's remorse, none whatsoever, because I already have like, there's like 5 pieces in there that I've already assigned to a pattern. So it's gonna be, they're kitted out practically. Because as soon as I saw them, I'm like, oh, I could do this with this. Oh, I could do this with this, and I literally wrote the name down on on yeah. So I'm really thankful for Elizabeth for allowing me to be the curator of the fabrics that she no longer felt that she needed. So I'm going to be taking care of her fabric babies now. They're mine. Anyway, so that is all I can think of right now. If I forgot something, I'm sorry. I'll just insert it in the next one. I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope you get to enjoy my little 3 stitches, little short video of Stitchy Saturday from April. And I hope you get to enjoy my little video from the Space City Stitchers Retreat. And until next time, remember, be kind. Everybody, every day may not be good, but there is good in every day. And smile, because it may be the brightest thing someone saw today.
I don't know how my mom does it, but I look so bad in every photo.
Stitchy Saturday.
My husband looks so
It's Stitchy Saturday at 3 stitches. This is my Saturday Stitch Squad. It's growing. Say hi.
Hey.
And this is the store. There's Miss Pamela, one of the customers. I'm just doing a quick browse, breeze through. Look at that, look at all the fabric. Look at that. No, I did get the kitchen. This is the 3 stitches. That's the door. This isn't spring. I figured since I'm always talking about 3 stitches, I might as well come in here and just show you guys how packed full of patterns it is. It's so cool, isn't it? Look at all the samples on the walls. It's like, I know I'm moving fast, and that's okay. I'm just showing off. Look at that. That's Eileen organizing the patterns. No? Irene. Sorry, you see, I'm bad with names. Forgive me, Irene. I was close, though. I was close. Look at all the beautiful samples. She's organizing the patterns by seasons. So I think she's working on Christmas right now.
Yes, and by designer.
And designers, and then
seasons. It's by designer, and then by the name of the pattern within the season.
Within the season.
And almost done with Christmas.
And she's almost done with Christmas. And look at that. So you guys need to do cut 3 stitches if you're looking for a pattern. Most likely Miss Pam has it because she has a lot of pattern. Look at all the patterns she has. Anyway, hey guys, guess what? Today is May 2nd and we are at the Methodist church where they're holding a little retreat. And why did I jump from May 1st to May 2nd? Because it was raining yesterday, cats and dogs, and maybe some monkeys. Anyway, it was raining so bad that it was on a rush and I forgot to record. But today we are going to be entering the church for the retreat, and let me see if I can remember how to flip this. And we're going to be doing this. Hey friends, so it says Space City Stitchers, and this is entering it, and this is what we're coming into. And look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Super excited. Super excited. And this is what it looks like. Hi Elizabeth. This is what it looks like.
Okay.
There's Maggie waving at us.